So here we are, Tech 809, with my fellow MVP. What's your name?
David McCarter.
Hi David, how are you? Pleasure.
Hi.
My name is Elias Mereb.
Nice to meet
where are
you.
you from?
I'm from San Diego.
San Diego. I'm from Valencia, Venezuela.
Cool.
So what do you do? Tell us about, again, first, what's your MVP technical expertise?
I'm a VB.NET MVP.
Visual Basic, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you do for a living? Tell us about yourself.
What do I do? Well, my main job, I work for a company in San Diego. I'm a principal software engineer and architect for a company in San Diego. And we do automotive repair software.
Nice.
And so that's my main job. The other things I do in San Diego is I run the San Diego.NET Developers Group.
Great.
And we just turned 15 years old last month. So we used to
Awesome.
be the San Diego Visual Basic Users Group, and then when .NET came out, we changed our name. So we just turned 15 years old, so I'm really proud of that. I'm the only founding member left of the group.
Great, awesome.
And still pretty much run the group, and so that's very exciting. We get to help people every month, and we've last month we had a Microsoft speaker come down. This month and next month we're having iNeta speakers come down. So
Are you into speaking also?
I do speaking. I speak at conferences all over the place, mostly code camps lately. Mm-hmm. I speak at code camps, and I did a Birds of Feather session last night here.
Right. How was it?
On the Entity Framework. It was great. We had a great turnout. We had probably 70 people come out and talk about the Entity Framework and how to implement that in an N-tier world.
Great, great.
And then I also teach at the University of Southern California, San Diego. So that's what I do at night. I teach at night. So this is my 12th year teaching. So I teach .NET, and I have a couple classes I teach there.
So besides running the user group, what are your community contributions?
Contributions,
yeah,
the user group.
You do news groups, forums.
The forums, of course. So I do the user groups, forums, and this speaking to me is community because most of the time I don't get paid for it. So
yeah, I love
to
speaking
me,
also.
It's community. And the other reason I usually speak is because I have my third book out, and so
great.
It's great for me to promote my third book on coding standards.
Great. So, Tech 809, what technologies are you all about into this week?
I came here mostly because we're trying to implement some of the newer 2008 technologies like Entity Framework at where I work. So since Entity Framework is pretty new, and there's some challenges with the Entity Framework, I came here and tried to go to a lot of the Entity Framework talks. So I went to those. Our next generation of our product where I'm working, we're moving to WPF. And so I just came out of a WPF talk with Billy Hollis, which is awesome.
Yeah, I know.
So I've been trying to go to those kind of talks.
And for how long have you been an MVP?
This is my, it's been about 3.5 years. About 3.5 years now, I guess. Yeah.
Great. Any final thoughts, messages for the MVP community?
One thought that I always like is I love being an MVP, you know, not only because it's in recognition of, you know, my community work, which I've been doing for 15 years now, over 15 years, but it's a great way to, you know, have one-on-one contact with Microsoft. To me, that's the biggest plus. And also, it also helps me in my work, because when I can't figure things out, you know, I have access to Microsoft people through the lists or emails.
Yeah, you can,
I can email
who to
Microsoft
go.
people directly and say, hey, this isn't working, or I cannot figure out how to do this. And the majority of the time I get an answer. Yeah. And most people don't have that kind of access.
Yeah, that's a huge benefit.
Yeah,
do you do MVP Global Summits?
I go to every MVP Global Summit.
Tell us about it. What's your experience? Do you like it or not? How's the interaction with the pro groups?
I love the Global Summits. They're the best conference I look forward to all year. And it's not because of the parties or anything like that. You know, but though I do appreciate the parties. So I won't say stop it, but my favorite part is really the interaction again with the product managers and getting to talk with the product managers and tell them, you know, because we're the community voice, And so it's the ability to talk to the product managers and not only learn what's coming next, but also tell them what we want in our products, you know.
Great, yeah.
And hoping that it gets in, you know, and I think it does. We've made an impact,
Yeah.
you know, and I know firsthand we've made impacts, you know, by going to the summit. So it definitely works.
Okay, then comparing the MVP Global Summit with TechEd right now, what's it TechEd all about for you? What are you into TechEd? Are you into community launch? Are you into sessions, presenting, social networking? Tell us about your TechEd experience.
My TechEd experience this year has been different because I have been working, I'm a volunteer this year, and so I've been working every day except for today in the VB C# booth for Microsoft.
Awesome.
So it's been a quite different experience for me. So not only have I been going to sessions, which is, you know, of course, one of the biggest reasons I'm here, but the other cool thing is I've been able to work in the booth and have people come up and ask questions or tell us gripes or whatever. So I have had a lot of community interaction, you know, because of my green shirt and working in the booth. So that to me has been a really great experience, really eye opener to a TechEd experience that I've never had before. Because I've done, you know, sitting around and talking to people, and usually at TechEd that's what I do. Is I sit around in the lounges and talk and network, and that's usually what I spend most of my time doing. But this time has been different because I've spent so many hours in the booth talking to people.
But again, it's a great experience, right?
It's been an awesome experience. Yeah.
Well, David, thanks a lot for your time. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.